Hi, and welcome to Challenging End Range. So most of today's class is going to be in the prone position, which means lying on your stomach. So the reason I love this position for end range, and in specific we're going to be working on shoulders and hips, is because it gives you a lot of biofeedback and a lot of anchoring and support. So it's harder to cheat and you can stay a bit more honest. Hip extension, bringing that leg behind you, and shoulder extension are two of the motions that are going extinct in our world, mostly because we're sitting in flexed positions, and they are what we do most often. So if we are going to challenge those, the cheat is usually back extension. You try to bring your leg behind you and the back arches. So we have to have a bulletproof, turned on, anter-abdominal wall so that we don't compress our back, extend our back when we try to work this end range. So if you have a block, great. I'm going to get you first to lie on your back, and we're going to really connect to that anter-abdominal wall. If you don't have a block, that is fine too. But if you have a block, I want you to put it in between your right knee and your right elbow. Then you're going to bring your other knee and elbow up to the same height. And we're just going to try to really connect to this anter-abdominal wall. If you crush the block, that'll help you stay connected. If you don't have a block, you can just crush your knee with your hand, just lock it out. Otherwise, we're set here. I want you to think about the small of your back pushing down into the floor. There should be 10, 20 pounds of pressure there. I don't want any pressure to come off, and your challenge is to breathe. Keep that rib to hip ratio where the ribs are connected to the pelvis, and I want you to see how far can you straighten your opposite arm and leg without losing the stability here. Okay, so try to give me 10 of those. That's 2, and just keep crushing the block. Try to keep the back flat on the ground. Here's 3. Breathe as you reach to really try to get that anter-abdominal wall strong. Breathing out as you're reaching gives you a little bit more connection to that. It's really your obliques. They're holding that rib flare down. Good. We got about 5 more. Nice. Is your back still flat on the ground? Good. 3 more. Nice. Really feel this. Stay connected. This has to be so strong when we do our prone work. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll do the other side. 2. And remember, it doesn't matter how far you're reaching. It's the quality of stability, not the amount of movement that I care about. Just make sure you own that. Now, let's switch over to the other side. Get your back flat on the ground. Establish that control there. Begin to squish the block. And then same thing over here. So reaching. 10 here. And you don't have to go this far. It's how far can you go before you lose that anter-abdominal wall connection. Keep resetting, realign. Nice, about 5 more. Crush the ground with your back. Nice, how's the block doing? Try to make it a little dented by the time you're done. A few more. 2 more. 1 more. And release. Everybody should feel that you found that anter-abdominal wall. Okay, so let's go on to our stomach. So this is prone, and we're just going to warm our shoulders up first. What I want you to do is just go into a sphynx position, which means elbows are under your shoulders, and we're going to do a shoulder blade carve. So I'm going to get you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your chest comes down to the floor. Then pull your shoulder blades down to your hips, down to your back pockets. Then push the floor away. That's protraction. Then shoulders up to your ears, that's elevation. And then we're gonna do 2 more circles. So squeeze them back, retraction down to your hips, depression forwards, protraction, up to your ears, and then 1 more circle. The biggest, smoothest circle you can give me. Now, 3 in reverse. So start with them together, then elevate, push the ground away, down to your hips, squeeze them together. Second lap, smooth it out. I want 360 degrees, last circle. Nice. Good. Shoulder blade carve. Just trying to get that shoulder blade working. Let's go down into our prone position, and we are going to do a shoulder blade carve with our hands by our side. These are surprisingly hard. So you're going to tuck your chin, forehead is on the ground, hands by your side. I want you to zip your legs together and then begin to irradiate. So pelvis, tailbone down to your feet, and we're going to do the same thing. Try to hover your hands off the ground and shoulder blades up to the sky. Good. Down to the floor, down to your hips, forwards, but keep your hands off the ground, up to your ears, 2 more laps. Retract, depress, protract, elevate, up to the sky, down to your hips, down to the floor, and up. 3 laps in reverse. Forwards, hips, sky, up. 2 more, but hover those hands off the ground. You can do ninja hands, still keep zippering. Lots of core. Nice. Okay, shoulder blades. Now we are going to try shoulder extension. If you have a block around, I'm going to get you to squeeze it between your knees to really pick up the irradiation. There. Cinching, zippering the legs. If you don't have it, just zipper the legs anyways, but this gives you, again, a bit more biofeedback. You're going to tuck your chin, as we did, tailbone down to your feet, the longest distance from your tailbone to the top of your head. Good. Then belly off the floor, so I want a really straight spine. Ninja hands. You are then going to breathe, irradiate. Try not to have your neck move. Try not to have your back move. I just want you to do shoulder extension. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together. You are going to lift your hands, ninja hands, up to the sky as far as you can, but don't let the shoulder blades come forward. Squeeze them back and hold for 10. Breathe. Squeeze the block. There's lots of internal tension here. Tailbone down to your feet, belly off the floor. Press those hands up if you can, a little higher. Just don't let the shoulder blades escape forward. 3, 2, back, 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 and down. Nice. Now we're going to do 2 more sets like that. However, this one, I want you to keep your chin tucked, but pull your forehead off the floor, your nose off the floor a little bit. All right, engage your core, zipper your legs, shoulder blades come back, hands lift off, find your end range, compensation free, and hold. So squeezing the shoulder blades, arms up to the sky, pressing for that ceiling, and hold. Chin is tucked, long back of the neck, from the tailbone to the top of your head. You got it. 5 more, keep breathing. Calm yourself, long breath out. 3, 2, 1. Hands come back down, and head comes back down. Take a couple of breaths, belly breath in, almost like a crocodile breathing, and long breath out. All right, 3rd set. With this one, we're gonna add some capsules. So I'll tell you what that is in a moment. First of all, irradiate. So tailbone down to your feet. Zipper your legs. Belly pulls off the floor. You have a long, nice, elongated spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. You're gonna pull your nose off the floor. Good. Then shoulder blades squeeze back. Your ninja hands come up to the sky and hold. And just take inventory. How's everything doing? Be as long as you can. can. You're like a jet airliner. Good. From here, you are going to turn the palm of your hand down to the floor. Then you're going to turn it up to the ceiling. Now that's called a capsule. Press your hands up as high as you can go without the shoulder blades coming forward. Elongate your neck and go again. Capsule, palm to the floor, palm to the sky. Push back a little more. Palm to the floor, palm to the sky. That's internal, external rotation of the shoulder, and then slowly let the hands come down, the head come down. Good. From here, I'm going to get you to put your hands in the small of your back, and we're going to do a lower swimmer's hover with hinges. So still zippering, still the same pattern of irradiation. Want that tailbone down to your feet. Long back of the neck, and from here, shoulder blades come back. Good. Hands lift off of your back. Nice. Okay, you are going to hinge your elbows out, so you're straightening them. How are you doing? Hold there. Now you're going to hinge in, but try not to touch your back. You're trying to scrape the ceiling, keep those shoulder blades back. This is hard work. And hinge out. Good. Hinge in. That's the second one. You got it. And one more. Hinge out. You got it. Scraping the ceiling. Tuck that tailbone belly off the floor. Hinge in. And then you can rest down. Good. From here, let's go into a upper swimmer's hover. So hands rest behind your head. Same irradiation. Same search for end range. Compensation free. You've got the ground to give you that biofeedback. Tuck your chin. Now, upright your spine. Tailbone to the top of your head is long. You're breathing. You're still squeezing that block. Hands come behind your head. Lovely. Shoulder blades, really pull them down towards your pockets. That depression that we worked on when we were doing our shoulder blade cars. And then keep irradiating. And try to bring your elbows off of the floor. How high can you go? And then just check, did they sneak up towards your ears? If they did, tuck them back down by your pockets. Depression. Nice, good. Elbows high. Then we're going to do 3 hinges. So your hands lift off of your head. You got it. And 3 hinges out. Hinging out. And in. There's 1. Don't touch your hair. Good. 2 more. Hinging out. Good. Hinging in. That's number 2. Shoulder blades down your spine. Last one. Hinging out. Good. Hinging in. Nice. And don't touch your head. Hold for a couple of seconds. Then hands come down. Elbows are high. Elbows are high. And then relax down. You got it. Good. And then relaxing there. Now you're going to take your block and you are going to put it as a challenge just out to the side of your arm. So we're going to put your right hand under your forehead. Left hand is going to be here, and we are going to do a hover challenge and try to get off the block. Start with the block maybe on its lowest setting. If you don't have a block, you could use a book or even a tennis ball, something to try to challenge. You are still going to radiate by cinching your legs together. This is that deep front line that connects to anterior abdominal wall, to deep neck flexors. It's a lovely zipper right up the front. And start your breathing. Belly off the floor, tailbone down to your feet, long back of the neck. Shoulder blade, put it where you want it, which should be wide and down towards your pockets. Good. Then what I want you to do is find a ninja hand, and then hand comes off of the ground. Good. How high up can you go? And really fight to keep the shoulder blade from elevating up to your head. Keep the shoulder blade down and then go over. Nice and tall. Out to the side and over the block. And let's do 3 of those. So here's halfway and then elevate up and over. Scraping the ceiling and down. 2 more. Set your shoulder blade, get your radiation, and just go play with end range. How high can you get that arm? without your neck moving, without your shoulder blade coming up. Retrieving that second one. Good. And the third one. Up and over. Up, 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 and down. Nice. And retrieving it. Shoulder blade in place. You're controlling it. Own every inch. And down. Move that block over to the other side. If it was really easy, you can use blocks this way. You can also use blocks this way. You get to pick what your challenge is. All right, so left hand under your forehead, long spine, belly away from the floor. You're breathing. Cinch your legs together. Good. Ninja hand on the right. Put your shoulder blade where you want it. Wide, down, back, and up you go. Shoulder elevation. Good. You're up to the sky and then up and over, clearing that block with as much space as you can, and rest it down. Reset and retrieve. Up, across, and back. Lovely. Good. 2 more. Set your shoulder blade to radiate. Up, over, smooth, beautiful semicircle. Good. Retrieving. I should be able to hear you breathing. You're fighting for end range. Compensation free. Last one up. Out. You got it. And down. And set the shoulder blade. Best one yet as you go high, high, high over the block. And back down. Nice. Good. Okay. We're done with shoulders right now, and we're going to go to hips. So hands are going to go under your forehead. We're really going to be challenging our back. The goal here is hip extension without lumbar spine extension. That's an essential human movement. We are going to start in this left knee, flex to 90 degrees, strong dorsiflexion, which is plantar flexion, dorsiflexion on this knee. And we're going to go see how much hip extension we have here. Honest hip extension. So let's set up. Same pattern. This time you can drive your elbows into the ground. You can drive your right leg into the ground. Belly off the floor. So we want no wrinkles right here. No extension, no arching. And breathe, radiate, long spine. And I want to see how far can you get your left thigh up to the ceiling. So take as much weight off of the ground as you can, but no back movement. So close your eyes, really feel this. We're doing a 10-second hold here. Let's do 5 more. Good, back of the leg up to the sky, back of the leg up to the sky. 1 more, up, 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 and then slowly down. Good. Okay, we'll do 2 more 10-second holds. Set yourself up. Squeeze your glute. Squeeze your hammy, dorsiflex, and go find that hip extension. Good. Keep tucking the pelvis more than you think you need to. Holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. If you're getting cramping, you can do this with a straight leg. It might be a little less intense for the hamstring. Otherwise, buckle up, and it's our 3rd set. No back movement. Good. Tailbone down to the feet and hip extension. Squeeze the glute to make that hamstring work. Take as much weight of the thigh off the ground. Long back of the neck. Good. Let's do 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and soft landing. You should be feeling like you're using some muscles that you don't usually use. Wiggle around, relax everything for a moment. Reset, take a breath, and really try to expand, rise up through that whole abdomen, 360 degrees around. And let's do 3 10-second holds on the right side. So, bending the knee. Good. Dorsiflex. Tailbone down to your feet. Long spine. So, tuck your chin. Good. And from here, squeeze the glute and go see how much hip extension do you have on this right side. So trying to lift the thigh off the ground, but just check, did you steal anything from the back? Okay, you're on the clock, holding 10, 9, 8, 7. You can drive your elbows into the ground. You can drive your left leg into the ground. Again, the more expensive the movement, the faster we get change, biological change, neurological change. 3 more, 2, 1, and down. Good. Set yourself up again. We've got 2 more. Long spine, tail into your feet. Belly pulls off the floor. Squeeze that glute and up you go. 10, 9. Calm yourself. Big breath in. Long breath out. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Curl that pelvis. Curl the pelvis. Keep it under your back. And soft landing. Good. And then our last one. Set up your spine, curl the pelvis, good. Belly off the floor, strong inter-abdominal wall connection. Squeeze the glute and up you go. Last 10-second hold here. Holding, 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 good. Squeeze everything, strong dorsiflexion, good. Breathe for me, and when you breathe, really try to fill your core, good. Pack it, good. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Good. Hip extension. We are not going to lose that. Okay, to finish this off, usually because it's almost impossible not to cheat a little bit, let's go into just 3 laps of cat and cow. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Press your entire hand into the ground. Make sure you're not rolling it onto your pinky. Shoulder blades are wide. And I'm going to get you to breathe out, tuck your tailbone, tuck your head, and give me maximum flexion. And just take a moment, starting at your tailbone, and then go up 1 segment at a time. Can L5 go up to the ceiling a little bit more? Give me everything you've got. L4, L3, and just keep going up 1 segment at a time, all the way through that mid-back, all the way through your neck, and then we're going to drop everything down to the floor. Head goes up, tailbone goes up, and let's just let it fall into extension. So between the shoulder blades is usually the part of your spine that doesn't like to extend. Just breathe out and let everything hang off those shoulders. Good. Entire hand pressing into the ground again. Good. 2 more laps. Tuck your tailbone. Breathe in, really expand. And out. Dropping into extension. 1 more lap into flexion. Maximum extension. And relaxing. Okay, so you have just gotten your arms behind you, your legs behind you, so that you will not lose that motion, that daily dose of unwinding, what a lot of us are spending a lot of time in. Those closed in positions where our hip flexors are in a shortened position, getting that leg behind you. Nice work. Great job. I'm Michelle from Movement 101. So if you enjoyed this class, it is part of a free 7-day full body mobility challenge. All you need to do to access this full challenge is click the first link in the description below. I will send you a challenge calendar and all of the details so that you can get started right away. And if you did like this video, click like, hit subscribe, and take a moment to go down to the comment section and let me know what you would like more of. What can I do to help? Thanks for watching. Have a great day.